So this morning I was scrolling away as you do, and I came across this lovely photograph of Rita Ora. As you can tell, I will never look like her. I'm not blonde. I don't even know if she's blonde, but I'm going to try and recreate this look with some new products and a few old favourites. If you want to get ready with me, please do. I'm just going to add a little bit of my Sam McKnight Cool Girl hairspray, which is hopefully, she's got very, very different hair texture to me, but that'll do. I got my hair by just pin curling it and just leaving it overnight, and this is what I've ended up with. Quite cute, isn't it? It's always so much shorter when it's curly. I did a quick whiz around the last remnants of the January sales, and I went into my local Space NK, which you may or may not know has now been bought by Ulta. We're all waiting to see whether Ulta will refresh the Space NK brands and give us more to choose from. So it was very exciting, but I came across this Kosas Flush is Life trio, which was £22 here, which is what, $25? And you get 3 Kosas blushes. Look at that. That is Euphoria. This one is Spellbound, which is more orangey. And the third one is Dare, which is that one. That's a sort of pinky shade. So it's quite good value actually. I also found, and I don't remember how much it was, but it was very, very, very reduced. This is the Tatcha Velvety Primer, and it's apparently based on a lot of Korean skincare, and that's what it looks like. I have sort of tried it because I wanted to just see what it felt like, and they give you a spatula, but you're supposed to just graze it across the top, and this is what you get. They say a rice size amount, so that's probably 2 grains of rice, if not maybe 3. That smells very Tatchery, if you know what I mean, if you know the product. Just feels like there's so little on my skin that it can't possibly make any kind of difference, but let's see. Foundation, my wonderful Very Valentino in, I think it's MN2, and I'm going to put it on with this Refa foundation brush, which I have tried before and I need to try again. It does feel like I'm painting a wall, but let's see. The Rita look is very, very, very perfect, so I'm going to try and do my best to get mine to match. I'm going to press it in with a little bit of Tatcha on my sponge. I can't tell whether the coverage with this brush is any better, but it does make you feel like a makeup artist when you use it. So I got this from the Refa concept store, which means that you basically can test brushes for them, so they get real people's views, and you can get it at a really, really reduced price as long as you send them a review and tell them what your thoughts are, which I think is amazing. Quick dab of colour corrector before we get down to the Rita Ora of it all. This is my Natasha Denona in P2. If you apply it carefully enough, it does get rid of those under eye circles and make you look like you've slept for days. The big feature of Rita's makeup is her eyebrows, which are very arched, and mine aren't. I'm going to fake my arch. I think that's as far as I'm going to go. This is my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. I just don't think I can do black. It's not for me. A little bit of gel to keep them in place. Not quite as arched as Rita's, but not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Right, her eyes look as if they are very bronzy with some shimmer and a load of black eyeliner. She has a baby wing and lots of eyelashes. So for that, I thought I'd get my Ambience palette out by Sigma, because there's lots of goldy colours in here, warm colours, and she's even got some gold quite high up on her upper lid. I'm going to take this colour here What was left of my concealer went on my lids, but I haven't over primed my lids. A little bit of blending with a clean brush on the outer edge. I don't care what's happening on the inside yet. I don't actually know what's going to happen there, but I think I'll be covering it up. Morphe palette, that silver there, it's called Champagne Blush or something, Splash. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on my lower lash line because that's what she's got. It's a bit more pink than what is going on with Rita, but I think it'll suit me better. So taking a flat brush, I'm now going to add the same colour to my upper lid. She's got something a lot more golden going on than I do. Let's try this. Back to my Sigma, and I'm taking this deep brown here and very gently I'm just popping that into the inner corner. Remember, this is inspiration, not carbon copy, but it's fun to play. You don't need to go and buy anything, but when things are so tricky in the world, sometimes I find it quite comforting to just sit in front of the mirror and pretend I'm an artist. I just went to have a look in Natural Daylight and this whole thing is too pink. So I went and got my Desert Gleam from Lisa Eldridge and I'm going to cover up what's going on here. Now the big thing about Rita's eyes is the eyeliner. There's no getting away with that. Taking this forest green, which I wear a lot, from Lisa Eldridge, and I'm going to line my eyes. She doesn't have a wing. She's got a little baby wing, which I've done there. There you go. Tight lined top and bottom. Can you see the green is actually much kinder on me? So my black is going to come out of the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 7 palette, only because it's the only black I've got really, but I think any old black will do. So I'm going over the top line only, and I'm going to leave the green on the bottom. It's cute, isn't it? She doesn't have an inner corner highlighter, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to put on some mascara and then we'll come back and have a look at the Kosas blushes and see which one will work the best and see if I can recreate that amazing crimson lip. There you go, mascara on. I have to say, this mascara called Love the Lift from the Sephora collection. Now, some of you will remember that I bought a mini eyeshadow palette from Sephora and I was so impressed that I thought that I would try and look at some more Sephora collection products, and this was the next thing that I got. It's just a sample, but it's brilliant. And not an awful lot of mascaras really grab me, to be honest, because I have very fine and very sparse lashes, but this I'm really impressed with. I'm going to keep testing, but that's impressed me more than some of the high-end mascaras that I've tried. It's got a curved brush, which kind of scared me to begin with because I never quite know which end I'm supposed to use, but actually it was quite easy to manoeuvre even on the lower lashes. So yeah, that's another good find from the Sephora collection. And I'm going to try this one, Spellbound. Looks like her colour isn't too red, isn't too pink, it's actually quite bronzed. So I'm going to go in with my trusty Rare Beauty over the top. Some bronze going on here. She looks so golden and sun-kissed. I'm going to bring the big guns out. This is my Rare Beauty in Exhilarate. That's more like it. Right, the star of the show is this amazing deep red lip. So what I've chosen is the Queen of Lips, Lisa Eldridge. This is her lip liner in Sorcery, and this is her lipstick in Palazzo, which isn't quite the same colour as Rita's, but it'll suit me better, I think. So here we go. Yep, not quite as deep as Rita's, but actually it suits me better. So. And there we go, I've brightened up a rather dull day here in England. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, do subscribe. If there's any celeb looks that you would like me to try to make human, leave a comment down below. Hopefully I'll see you soon. I'm off to the Grammys. Not really.